Yo, what up, world? 502 King Paul coming to y'all with another video, man. Hey, it's been a minute. I finally am getting my health back, getting my strength back, man. Just left from the gym. Y'all know if it got on the tank top what time it is. Just got back from the gym, man. And honestly, working out through this whole time that I've been sick has helped me out tremendously. A couple of weeks ago, something just hit me out of nowhere, man. Hit me out of nowhere, and I've been fighting it. I was taking medicine, and nothing really helped, man, but just time, prayer, and just continuing to work out throughout that process, man. But thankful to be back in good health. Thankful to be back making these videos. Man, today's video, I want to speak on something, man, that, I've heard different people, bring up, and they've mentioned it before, people who have smoked before in the past, or, they may still be smoking and they feel this way, man. But when you're a person who smokes all the time, like I did, when you smoke all the time, all day, every day, it's a lot of life that just passes you by, man. I look back over my life when I was younger, and I'm like, man, it's a lot of time that just elapsed. Like that whole period when I was smoking real heavy all day, every day for years, man, I just feel like it just flew past me. Like I was just watching myself live instead of living my life. Everything I was doing, it didn't matter what I did. I went and did plenty of things. Went to concerts, did all this different stuff, man. Went to parties. But I felt like my life was just a blur. Like I was just sitting on the sidelines, watching myself do these things, but not fully experiencing them. It's some things, man, I look back on, and I just wish I was more present in the moment. But, everything happens how it happens. But I wanted to make this video to encourage you, man. If you're going to smoke, like I said, I personally can't do it no more. But if you're going to smoke, man, still enjoy your life. It's a lot of, besides me just watching life, I was also feeling like I didn't go out enough. I didn't socialize enough. Like it was a lot of opportunities I just let pass me by inside of my life because I just wanted to sit inside the house and be high. There's a lot of responsibilities that I was lacking on, honestly. I mean, at the time, I was still handling things, bills getting paid, but sometimes they wasn't, and sometimes I would forget people's birthdays. I forget this, forget that. Like, it's a lot of things that, my mind just was not focused on in the right way because I was always high. There was a lot of events that I could have went to. Prime example, man, I just went to, like, this past weekend, I did something that I would never do if I was still smoking weed all the time. Went to go see Mike Epps, right? And, I really didn't, it was kind of last minute. He showed up here in my hometown, Louisville, Kentucky, man. He showed up here, and he had a show downtown at the comedy club. And I just happened to see this like the day before, and I'm like, man, I really want to go check dude out. But it was so last minute, I really didn't have nobody to just, spur the minute, come and go with me. I decided that same day I wanted to go, so I just went by myself. I got dressed up, got fly, man, went down there, and I had an absolute ball. Man. Had a comedy club set up. It's tables, it's little round tables all throughout the comedy club, and they put several people at these tables. So even though I went by myself, I'm sitting with 3 other people, and I had a great time with these people. They were really cool. I'm socializing with them, talking with them. It was just one dude, and he had 2 women with him, man, and they was cool as a fan, man. They was super cool. But, I think back to, years ago, I never would have went to no comedy club by myself. And if I didn't, I wouldn't have had that experience. I probably would have sat down, been thinking about it, sparked up the blunt, sparked up the joint, sparked up whatever, and been sitting there smoking and been like, nah, you know what, it's cool, man. I ain't got nobody to go with. I'm just going to sit here and chill. But I decided, man, to go out there and have that experience. And now that's something that I fully feel like I was there. Like, I fully feel like I experienced it the way I was supposed to experience it. He put on a great show. There was another comic that came on before him, was a great comedian as well. I can't even remember his name. But both of them brothers put on a great show that night, and I had an absolute ball. Now, the next day, I ended up going to a football game. I went to a football game. Once again, I didn't even have nobody to go with. My pops hit me up, man. Louisville played Duke. A big top 20 game that happened, man, and I was there. Shout out to my Louisville Cardinals, too, man, because they handled business. Looking great this year. But, you know, I went to this game, too, and I ended up hitting up my cousin. He just now came back home, man, and I went to the game with him, and we had an absolute ball. But I just, like, little things like this, like these experiences. Like, earlier this year, I went to a concert I probably wouldn't have really went to. You know, I did different events when I was smoking. Like, it was certain things I would go to, but it was a lot of opportunities, a lot of parts of life that I just wasn't experiencing fully because I want to be high all day, every day. You know, and a lot of times, man, I just wonder how many people are holding themselves back, you know, from fully experiencing life because you want to stay high all day, every day. Now, I realize there's some people that say, you know, hey, I smoke in moderation. I only smoke a few times a year. I only smoke, you know, here and there. I only smoke at nighttime. Cool. If you're one of those people, it's probably not for you. That means that you know how to do it somewhat in moderation. But for me personally, man, I just know I went off the rail with it. And when you just dive fully into it, and I know a lot of people like this. Yeah, I know more people who smoke all day, every day than people who smoke every now and then. So when I see certain people say certain things, when I hear certain people say certain things, man, you know, it's like, okay, you're an anomaly. You know, you're the smaller percentage of people who can really handle it. A lot of people I know are all day, every day smokers. But you got to learn how to live your life, enjoy your life, not just sit there and be looking at yourself like in third person. Well, you're just moving around and not really paying attention to what's going on inside of life, man, because I lived a lot of my life like that. And if it's younger people watching this video, I really want you to understand it. Man, you gotta live your life and live your life fully. And living your life fully is not being high all day, every day, man. It's way more to life than that. Way more to life. So I wanted to put out this video to help motivate and inspire people. If you are one of those people who's smoking all day, every day, man, you gotta chill. You know, fall back for a little while. Maybe you can slow down and go in moderation. Maybe you just need to stop altogether like I did. I'm not telling people if you're smoking and you don't want to stop smoking. That's not what I'm here for. But if there's people who's watching this video and they genuinely are like, you know what? I don't want to do this no more. Man, go for it. One more thing I want to share inside this video before I wrap it up, man. A lot of people who, you know, knew me from years ago, when they run into me, they ask me, hey, you still smoke? I say, no, I don't smoke no more. Well, why you stop smoking, man? I just wasn't for me, man. Sometimes I may give them it just depends on what our relationship was. Sometimes I may give them a deeper explanation because, you know, it's a lot of reasons why I stopped. And if you want to see those reasons, go back to my other video entitled Why I Stopped Smoking Weed. Go back and watch that video and you'll get more insight. But a lot of times, man, I just say, you know what, it just wasn't for me, man. Just, you know, I just had to chill out. But they always find it very interesting. And one thing, and these are like heavy smokers that ask me this question. One thing they say is that, man, that's great. Another thing I hear a lot is that I'll probably do that one day. I've been wanting to stop, but just not right now. And that's cool. I never judge them. I'm not judging nobody, man. If you want to smoke weed, that's what you want to do. That's your prerogative if you do that. But, you know, that's another thing that I hear. And I just can't help but notice the curiosity and kind of the light in their eyes when they hear me say that. Because believe it or not, man, because I didn't believe it for a while. I thought I was just telling my story, if you look back on my past videos, man, a lot of these videos are just me talking about things that happen inside of my life. Things that happen inside of my life. All kinds of different stories. It's just me talking about my personal stuff, but it was that one video that really caught people's attention. It really made them just like, hey, man, I can relate to that. I can relate to that. And there's other videos I've posted up too. I got a video about soul ties. I got videos about just life advice, about dating stuff, all kind of stuff on this channel, man. It's not just about weed, but I do pay attention to what it is that people say that they want to hear. And when people say that they get value from something, I'm going to create more videos for those people. So I appreciate everyone who watches the videos. I appreciate everyone who takes time to leave comments. I read those comments. I try to respond. I don't see every single comment, but the ones that I do, get a moment to take some time to look at it and say, hey, man, hey, I appreciate it. I might just leave you a little heart, let you know that I read it, let you know that I appreciate your time and energy of leaving a comment. Hey, continue to like the videos. Continue to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Because we got to get this village going, man. Hey, I love it. When I see people just coming all together on some positive stuff, man, I don't care what it is. And like I've said before in previous videos, I do all kinds of stuff in the community. I do all kinds of stuff. I always try to help out people. I've lived my life in such a negative way at certain points, man, to where I love positivity. I absolutely love positivity, man. I love helping out. I love just being, hey, an ear for somebody. I love being a shoulder for somebody. I love to see the positive change inside of people's lives because of our conversations or whatever it is that I can do. So I thank y'all once again. I appreciate y'all. I'm so glad to be back, to be healthy. 502 King Paul. I love y'all. Till next time, I'm out of here, man.